Yes, family. You know what time it is. It's your host, Selah, Shalom. You know how we do. We get things warmed up. Your boy select the Selah. Let's run it. Run the rhythm. We riding the vortex right now. We riding the vortex right now. That's how we doing. Stay on that vortex. Stay tilted on that 45-degree angle, riding that vortex. Riding the rhythm. Run the rhythm. You know how we do. You know your boy Selah Shalom, truthless hip hop. I'm a hip hopper. Not a trap rapper. Peace to the family. You know how we do. We just vibing out. Let's run the rhythm back to the top. Run the rhythm. Run the blood clot rhythm. Yes, brother. Let me get some lighting up in the grass. It's a blood clot vibes. Where's that family? Elijah up yourself, big up yourself. It's your host, Selector Selah Shalom on the ones and twos. You know how we do. Like right in the blood clot. Oh, that bulb right there. Look at these goddamn bulb lights be burning the nigga face out, boy. Gotta do something about that. That bulb be burning the nigga face. Open the nigga eyes. It's a blood clot vibes, yes, family. You know how we do. Family, getting these things in order. You know how we do. Run the rhythm. It's a blood clot vibes. Lower the rhythm. What's good, fam? How y'all doing? Boy, Selah Shalom. select Selah. You know what I mean? It's a vibes. Ain't too much of why I decide to get on live and just say, yo, let me come talk to the people for a minute, yeah? Let me talk to the agent and assistant you in. I'm trying to get situated, boy. I'm running around like my head cut off right now. You know, your boy do 101 things around these parts, yeah? Who we got in the building? Bazel, peace to the God, the first brother inside the chat. Where's the big man, Bazel? Large up yourself, yeah? Rick Hamilton, what's good? You take off this big DE on my head. Put that down. Salute to the righteous God. I see you, Malachi Maccabee. Was good. Creative gang, Yahweh. Where's the big man? Where's the Yahweh? What's the word, fam? Shalom the zero. Peace and blessings. Hey, don't mind me. I always mess up people's names. Lawrence, where's the big man? Ben Israel, where's that Prince? Where's that Prince? The young prince in the building. Stephen, the spiritual light, the warrior faith is Stephen. Stephen on the front lines of the battlefield. Where you say Snoop? Where's the big man? Large up yourself, yeah? Submission creative gang. Miles Davis, what's good? Peace to the Sistrian. Deshaun in the building. Intuitive, I always mess up that goddamn word. Intuitive goat. Man, my tongue be tongue tripping. Create a gang all day. So yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, just decided to get on, holler at the fan for a hot second. You know what I mean? I was reviewing some of the video I did yesterday, man. That shit was pretty dope. Talking about these gods, going into Creator, then going into the oceanic dry floors of the Grand Canyon and all that. See that? We deal with the knowledge and information, son. So what's the word, family? What we talking about, man? Open discussion. What's the word? What's the word? Matter of fact, before the word, let's take a commercial break. Bam! Let's run it.
Bittersweet Herbals, where the taste is bitter, but the results are sweet. Bittersweetherbals.com.
Run the rhythm.
Bittersweet Herbals, where the taste is bitter, but the results are sweet. Bittersweetherbals.com.
Yes, family, and make sure to get your bittersweet herbs. And I'm not talking about the herbs, but the bittersweet herbs, yeah? Watched a lot of you did it with the sister that was deep. Yeah. Shout out to the sister Sophia. You know what I mean? Definitely create a gang. You know what I mean? Sis definitely on a journey, on a righteous path. Peace, Kayla. Happy birthday to the Kayla in the building. Let me dump this real quick, fam. You know I'll be moving around and moving out and about. Your boy can't stay still for now. Blood clot and one with that. I know y'all like this nigga Selah all over the place today. You goddamn right, boy. Nigga, stay busy. Yeah, peace to the happy birthday to Sister Kila. Today her birthday. I don't know how old she is, but happy birthday. Bless ups. You know what I mean? Let's keep the rhythm going, keep that vibe going, you know what I'm saying? Music run today. I mean, just run the rhythm low, keep that on a low vibration and just rock out. You getting your happy blessings. You know what I mean? Happy birthday. Happy born day. You getting your blessings from the family. You know what I mean? Uh-oh, she 33. Uh-oh, you at that Messiah age, yo. We got the female Messiah in the building. Kayla with the miraculous, the majestic plural number 33. I remember when I reached 33, yo, I was like, yeah, nigga. I'm the Christ age, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the age of resurrection. This the age when Christ Messiah rose and shit. That should be wild, yo. Happy birthday, though. No, we do. You know how we do. Uh-oh, same age as Bazell, 33. Damn, I got y'all niggas like 10 years to 9 years and shit. Shit. I'm flying off this motherfucker, man. Nigga thinking he's still in his 30s like, nigga, you in your 40s. Time be standing still for real. Honor and humility lounging, bigging you up. Everybody getting their blessings, giving up your blessings. Where you say Prince? Where you say Prince? Prophetic year 33. Mine was 2 years ago. That energy was tough. Yeah, man. Y'all in them 30s, yo. And what I say, and the advice I give to y'all in y'all 30s, whatever you trying to do, get it now. And once them 40s come, nigga, it's downhill after that. Ain't no more goddamn trying to do shit. You gotta have that shit in order, ready to go. When you hit 40, it's cool, 42, but when you hit 43, you start realizing, oh shit, nigga, 40, 50. 50 around the corner, nigga? Oh, hell no. You gonna start scrambling to get shit done. Whatever it is you're trying to do, whether it be a trade, or art, anything you're trying to do. When you hit them 40s and you ain't got it completely where you at, you gonna go crazy. For those who's living it up, doing it, more power to you. Just don't be egotistical and prideful because you on top. Because the same way you on top is the same way you could be brought back down low. You dig? Create a gang. Yes, family. So what we talking about, man? What we talking about, family? What we talking about? What's the word? Throw some questions out there. Let's get the building. What's the word? You dig? A couple questions were thrown out yesterday. That shit turned into a whole goddamn election, damn it. Hey, Shaw. Yo, Angelica, you crazy. So get that order real quick. You already know it's Hustle Gang too. You know what I mean? I remember when what story was that in I think it was the story of Zarathustra, when the angels came, the Etherean angels came as scouters to see what was going on, and the angels reported back and said, "Work, work, work." That's what the angels told the chief Etherean. Like, yo, them niggas on Earth working. That's all they doing is work, work, work. And the Etherean angels said, "Well, work it is." So. Work, labor, progression, struggle, get it out the mud. That's part of this shit, man. You know what I mean? That's part of the struggle, yo. Getting it out the mud. My son Shane came to see me today. Oh, okay, y'all talking something else. Peace to the gods and goddesses. Yeah. Like I said, we just vibing out. Yup. Asha Osar, 2 days old. Oh, that's the name of the baby. Oh, snap. I'm like, oh, Asha, I got you now. I'm hit. I got you, sis. That's love right there. Do Etherean ships look like stars or suns? Excellent question. Yes, they do. There's a couple verses in the OAHSPE that talks about spaceships that look like worlds, that look like suns. So sometimes when you see the picture of the double sun, you know, they're like, yo, we got 2 suns in the atmosphere. That shit could well be a goddamn chariot, my nigga. Let me see if I can find the verse, beloved. Let me see if I can find a verse where it describes ships like suns and planets. All right, let me move fast. I don't want to drive too long. Yeah. Yes, we have one right, Rascal. Here, my brother. We're gonna go to page 86. Nonsense. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see if we can find in the OAHSPE where it describes spacecrafts like global worlds and suns. Let's see what we got here. Let's go to the book of Su, right? That's what we headed. The book of Su, son of Jehovah, chapter 2, verse 9. Book of Jehovah, chapter 2, verse 9 is where we headed. And we're going to answer the question at hand. Let's get it popping. The book of Su, chapter 2, verse 10. If I'm not mistaken, because we could always do this again. Hold up. Chapter 2, verse 9. All right, here we go. We right here. We about to share the screen. We about to get it popping. Matter of fact, man, this shit's so sweet. Yeah, you know, in the Bible it talks about chariots, and you know they'll tell you that the chariots are the UFOs, but the description that the OAHSPE gives of the chariots, or what you would consider UFOs, is out this world, yo. It's out this world, family. So, matter of fact, let's do that real quick. Let's answer the God's question real quick. Let me share my screen. Take this shit off. Let me share my screen. So the question was raised, do Etherean ships look like stars or suns? And the answer to that is, bomb. In the book of Su, son of Jehovah, chapter 2, verse 9, it states, let's read a verse before. When the ship came, now this is talking about what we would classify today as a UFO, a spaceship, a flying saucer, a damn vehicle. The same way we drive cars and airplanes, ain't nothing spooky about goddamn UFOs, flying saucers, and spaceships, because we fly them shits on the earth. We drive cars, motorcycles, we drive airplanes, helicopters. So what's so spooky about the ancestors, the celestial beings having and traveling in ships? As above, so below as above. Verse 9. When the ship came to the bridge and stopped, the bridge is referring to the vortex. They describe the vortex as like bridges. You know what I mean? You ain't no just leaving out and coming in. You got to have the passcode, Jehovah's word. When the ship came to the bridge and stopped to take in the plan of the whirling earth. See that? Right here is letting you know that the earth is whirling. We described to you yesterday that whirling vortices is what creates worlds. And anything that is subjected to a vortex is in motion. Let's come back to the galaxies for an example. So the same way you see this galaxy, right? And it's whirling. See how it's whirling and the center is the sun? The earth is the exact same way, but in the center is the earth. Every planet, celestial body has a vortex surrounding it. Whether if it's a gaseous body or if it's a solid body or a liquid body, nonetheless, it's a celestial body. So again, it states right here. It says, when the ship came to the bridge and stopped to take in the plane of the whirling earth. So the same way the sun's vortex exists, so does the earth has a vortex that exists surrounding it. And the earth is in the center of the vortex. And here we have the angels. Now, see, this is where it changed the playing field, because these angels are coming from an objective viewpoint. They're not like us, subjected inside of the earth, subjected on the plane of the earth, on the flat plane. So we don't know what the shape and size is because we subjected to the ball. We subjected to the plane, the flat earth, however you want to see it. But these angels that are coming from galaxies to our solar system have an objective view of the whole planet. So they letting you know one time. First, they let you know it's global, because we see that through the sun and moon, so we're not going to play that. But then they let you know that the whirling earth is in motion. It's spiraling the same way you see this spiraling, the same way you see a hurricane spiraling. One consistent order. Now let's read the whole verse through. When the ship came to the bridge and stopped to take in the plain of the whirling earth, Su said, alight, you gods, Elohims. And at once, as high as the moon and bright as the sun, the illuminated ship stood. You hear what that say, Prince? You hear that, Prince? It said, at once, as the moon and bright as the sun, the illuminated ship stood. It said, as bright as the sun, bright as the sun, the illuminated ship stood. Bright as the sun. See, it's giving you context. Let's look at the sun. I'm going to put double sun, right? Because in one breath, you thinking you seen another sun, not knowing you could be seeing a goddamn ship. You just don't know. You haven't been told. Now, let's look at these pictures that they have documented with double suns. Let's look at this one, for example. This is on the news, right? You see the sun here and you see the sun here. But what did the OAHSPE say? Bright as the sun, the illuminated ship stood. What they doing right here? What they doing? Let's say this is the sun. Now let's say this is the illuminated, bright as the sun, illuminated, it stood. So while you thinking this is the second sun coming from some far-off galaxy, no. It's an illuminated goddamn chariot. You just is unaware of it, but the OAHSPE is making you unaware that they have chariots that move like bright suns. What does it say? Bright as the sun. The illuminated ship stood. And look what it said. Look what it say next. To over-awe the self-gods, warrior kings, and murderers of the earthborn, whose plentiful souls in chaos polluted heaven. So just imagine you the murderers and all this shit, and now you seen some shit like this pop up. Oh, is that God what's going on? The world coming to an end. I killed 30 people. Oh shit. You start freaking the fuck out. You start panicking because of the deeds you've done. But the righteous will look up and be like, yo, that may be one of the chariots that the OAHSPE was talking about. So while we standing there strong, everybody running around trying to take cover because they fearing what they seen in the sky. But we over here on some chill shit. But look what it states here. For 3 days and nights, Su is the name of the Etherean god. So for 3 days and nights, the Etherean god Su held his star ship to the wonderful task of mastering by the marvelous scene. Now look at that. Let's stop right there. They said starship. See that? Starship. So they're letting you know that sometimes when you look up in the cosmos and you seeing stars, you may not be seeing stars. You may be seeing ships. And I know for those who watch the skies at night, y'all see them traveling stars. I see them all the time. Just look up. If you think I'm bugging, go out around. This is the time to do it. Go out around sundown, midnight, and about an hour before the sun come up, about like 5 in the morning. Go out 5 in the morning and look up in the sky and just stare for about a good 20 minutes. You may catch a star coursing across that bitch. And when you see it, you're going to be like, oh, shit. Damn, that's what Selah was talking about. I see it. And when you see the star coursing, you're going to see how vast the cosmos is, how much space that this little star is moving through. It's like, damn. Now, keep in mind, that's a star. Eon, you don't know how far that motherfucker away is. And we be holding that shit. So you can imagine the magnitude and size of something that far away that's illuminating for niggas to see. So this is the ship coming into the Earth's atmosphere, and it's giving you a description. Check it. For 3 days and nights, Su held his starship to the wonderful task of mastering by the marvelous scene. Then slowly he entered what? The vortex of the earth. Nigga, let's stop right there. The nigga said, look, where my marker at? All right. The nigga said, look. Then slowly he entered the vortex of the earth. In Genesis creation story, why ain't the vortex mentioned? It says they slowly entered the vortex of the earth. This is the equivalent of that right here. Say the center right here is the earth. The ball of light is the earth. This is the vortex. They're entering the vortex of the earth. See, that's sort of shit. So say the star is the ship. They coming in. They penetrating the vortex. What did the verse say? Then slowly he entered the vortex of the earth. So say this is the starship out here, outside the vortex of the earth. As they move in slowly, they entering in. Slowly they entering in, right? And the OAHSPE explains that sometimes they enter in directly, just come through like this, and sometimes they'll come in and ride the vortex itself. They'll just ride the vortex, and sometimes they'll just come straight through like bam, like nigga, we ain't playing no games, depending on the emergency or the situation at hand. OAHSPE shows you these things. So again, then slowly he entered the vortex of the earth. Show me one verse in the Bible where it says vortex of the earth. Just one verse. Now, holding his course, but not with the rotation of the earth and her heavens. Now, case in point, let me come back to that. Yeah, we breaking this shit down. Every damn sentence, fragmented sentences. So check it. It says, look. Then slowly he entered the vortex of the earth, holding his course, but not with the rotation of the earth. Just like I just said, some of the angels come through, and when they enter the vortex, they'll ride the vortex. They'll ride the wave. Some of them niggas come through, they ain't riding the wave. They just coming straight through, bam, penetrating through the vortex. And what did the verse say? Then slowly he entered the vortex of the earth, holding his course, but not with the rotation of the earth and her heavens. See the rotation of the vortex? So what makes you think in the center of this vortex is going to be a non-rotating earth? Huh? Where have you ever seen a hurricane pass through and gather up things and they don't rotate? It's not in motion. That don't even make sense. So now, and now they're just going into how they're coming to put fear in God. So for he desires that both corporeans and atmosphere would witness the coming power. So now he's coming through the atmosphere, and both human beings and angels, that's your ancestors in the atmosphere, is being witness to this, the coming power. So slowly he came, only 50,000 miles a day. Look at that. So that when the ship neared the disorganized Hored, the heavenly kingdom, the self-gods, false gods, and the self-lords, false lords, fled and left their well-supplied kingdoms desolate, and down to the earth they rushed in thousands and with their host in millions to hide or safely stow themselves from the Agnes just hate. So these niggas broke camp. When they seen the ship coming through, get the ship. When these false gods see that Etherean ship, them niggas got the hell on. It said they left. It's like you seen somebody come to rob your house. You seen it from, and you just leave the crib. You leave everything behind. You just like, I'm out of here. I'm ghost. So when the Etherean ship came through, so say for example, some shit like this coming through to the atmosphere. Just giving you an example. So say some shit like this coming through, penetrating this vortex right here. This ship penetrating this vortex, and now it's in sight of the false gods. What did it say? What did it say? So slowly he came, only 50,000 miles a day, so that when the ship neared the disorganized Hored is just the name of the heavenly kingdom, the false gods, self-gods, and the self-lords fled and left their well-supplied kingdoms desolate. Look at that. These niggas got the hell on once they seen this. They like, yo, what's that? You see that? Them niggas like, yo, what's that? You see that? I ain't never seen no shit looking like this before. What type of ship is that? It ain't like the ships we drive. This shit coming from outside the vortex. We used to just rambling within the vortex. Who are these niggas? And they skipped. They bounced. They said, what? What they do? Fled. Now watch this. Wait up. I'm gonna go to that biblical verse. Let me see. What's that verse in the Bible where them niggas was like, yo, matter of fact, let me get it right quick. I ain't even gonna say it. Let me see. Watch this. All right. Now, if I go to Revelation still, yeah? Let's go to Revelations. Let's go to the blue letter Bible. Let's go to Revelations, right? Let's go to Revelations chapter 6. Let's go to Revelations chapter 6. Revelations. Let the Adrian go for Revelations, my brother and sister. All right, check it, right? Let me see if this is it. Blood cleat. Let me see if this is it. Hold up. Well, me I look for what me I look for. Run the rhythm. Let me find this verse real quick. Hold up. Blood clot. But I'm with the wrong goddamn chapter and verse. There we go. Now we at it. All right, now it's making sense. Now watch this, right? It's a blood clot vibes. Now, Revelation, right now, first coming back to the book in the OAHSPE where it describes the Etherean ship coming into the vortex of the earth and the false gods fleeing because of it. It said they fled and left their well-supplied kingdoms desolate, and down to the earth they rushed in thousands with their host in millions to hide or safely stow themselves from the Agnes just hate. So now they letting you know that these niggas dipped. They got the hell on. Now we see a similar thing going on in Revelations, because this was all transparent based off a heavenly event. See that? For 3 days and nights, who held the starship to the wonderful task of mastering by the marvelous scene. Then slowly he entered the vortex of the earth, holding his course, but not with the rotation of the earth and her heavens. For he desired that both corporeans and atmosphere would witness the coming power. So this is what they bear witness to. So that's like looking at the sun at high noon and that motherfucker ain't moving. It's just sitting there. 24 hours go by, that sun's still sitting at high noon. Niggas gonna freak out. Niggas gonna get panic stricken. We bear witness to the coming power. We don't know what's going on. But the OAHSPE letting you know that, boy, when these Ethereans come, nigga, they bring terrifying fear if you're not with the creator. So this is the view. He brings his Etherean ship into the atmosphere. The atmospherians, the atmospherians and the corporeans, meaning the humans and the angels, they bear witness to the coming power, right? 50,000 miles a day he coming. So now what? Now what? So that when the ship neared the disorganized Hored, the self-gods and self-lords fled and left their well-supplied kingdoms desolate. And down to these niggas left their heavenly kingdoms and went to the earth by us. These niggas came to us. Why are you coming around human beings? You got a whole heavenly kingdom well supplied, and y'all niggas abandoned that to come down to the earth. They rushed in thousands and with their host in millions. These niggas is leaving their heavenly kingdoms to come to the earth in millions to hide or safely stow themselves from Agnes just hate. Agnes just hate. This is basically fire, like fire. This is what they seeing right here. This is what they seeing and what made them bounce. This will make any man. If you was in the city of New York, if you was in the city of Atlanta, I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie Independence Day with Will Smith. But this scene right here. Now let's be real. If you was in Atlanta, if you was in New York, whatever city you was in, and you seen that shit come out the sky in the atmosphere just above your city, nigga, you gonna run. Ain't no way in hell you just gonna stand there and stand still. If you in say that's Manhattan and that's the bridge to get away, niggas is gonna abandon everything they got and run across that bridge to get the fuck away from whatever that is in the sky. So coming back to the OAHSPE, right? Coming back to the gods. Let me drive this point home. Then slowly he entered the vortex of the earth, holding his course. Holding his course. The nigga right here holding that shit. He ain't moved. Just imagine that ship sitting right there for 3 days, not moving. Sunrise, high noon, sunset, that motherfucker just dead. Who ain't gonna be panic-stricken in fear? Huh? Especially if you ain't on the creator side. And then what it states. Let's go right here. But not with the rotating earth. But not with the rotation of the earth. So it's basically saying that while the sunrise come up, he gonna be right there because the earth rotating. High noon and night come, the earth rotating, he gonna still be right there over the city. See that? And then this is why, look. For he desired that both corporeans, meaning humans, and atmospherian, meaning your ancestors, your loved ones, the spirits of the dead, the angels, would witness the coming power. For he desired that both humans and angels would witness the coming power. Now, that's definitely witness the coming power. Because if you was in Manhattan, if you was in whatever city you in, if you downtown shopping, and all of a sudden the sky get black, you like, what the hell? And you look up and see that. You think, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You just look up and see that on a typical day shopping. Nigga, you gonna break north. You gonna break south. You gonna break east. You gonna break west. You up out of there. You gonna start calling your family, your loved ones, yo, you see the sky? You see what's going on? You gonna start crying and boo-hooing because you gonna think it's the end of the world. But those who serve OAHSPE, yeah, we gonna be fucked up too, but we gonna be a little bit more or less feared because we understand what the fuck going on. This is the what? What? For he desired, whoever on this ship right here, desire for you niggas to see this, to see the coming power. So what happens after he came in the Earth's atmosphere, showed his power, the coming power? What happened after that? What happened after that? So that when the ship neared the disorganized Horeb, that's the equivalent of saying when the ship came to the disorganized New York City, disorganized Chicago, LA, Atlanta, whatever city you're from, I'm showing you content of what the verse is saying. So you can be clear what's going on. Because sometimes niggas don't get the understanding when you read the shit. But when you hit niggas with illustrations, oh, they get the picture. They get the goddamn picture now. They see what the hell going on now. See that? This nigga parked up the goddamn Bentley up in this nigga parked up the UFO Bentley right up in front of Manhattan. What's good, nigga? I'm in the Bentley UFO. What y'all niggas riding in? We over here panic-stricken to death. And he like, what y'all niggas cry for? I'm just pulling up on my whip just like y'all niggas on Earth pull up on your whip. Although it's not something you see often, but here I am. So OAHSPE is giving you context, family. So that when the ship neared the disorganized goddamn New York City, the self-gods, the self-lord, that's like the Democrats, the Republicans, that's like the House of Senate, all that shit in New York. That's like the mayor, the governor, all them niggas are seeing this shit. The self-gods and the self-lords, those are your rulers in government. That's all that's saying. And what happened? When they seen this shit, what they do? These niggas fled, and left their well-supplied kingdoms desolate. That's why I said it's like these niggas leaving New York, trying to cross that bridge to get the fuck away from that UFO. They gonna leave everything behind. Their luxury apartment, they bank, they money, all that shit left behind. They trying to survive now. Because they done seen some shit that they don't normally see. This is abnormal to their reality. So what did they do? Fled and left their well-supplied kingdoms, and down to the earth they rushed, thousands with their millions, to hide safely. These niggas trying to hide from this shit. See that? Now let's go to Revelations. Let's go to Revelations, right? Let's go to Revelations. Let's start with 12. Although you know Revelation is abstract, but I'm showing you that This verse right here is giving you a celestial sign that's going to affect the people on the earth, the same way the OAHSPE just described, right? Now, Revelation chapter 6, verse 12, and I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun. So now we're dealing with the celestial bodies. We're looking up in the sky. The sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. So for us who understand OAHSPE, these times is certain atmospheric densities that the earth travels through that produces atmospheric conditions due to the atmospheric density. And the OAHSPE is called Aja, Jaya, and Nebula. And when the earth passes through these things, the sun becomes darkened and the earth becomes blood. As a matter of fact, let me get that. Let me get that example. Let me get that precept. So what you're reading in the Revelations is really a cosmological travel through space. It's the cosmological. It's like traveling on it's like taking a road trip and you encounter snow on the way, a little bit of rain on the way. It's like that. Well, let me get a precept. Let me go to the book of Thor. Watch this. Let's go to Thor. Watch this. Where we at? All right. Let me see here. You know what? Let me get you in the first book of the first laws. Let me catch it there. You know what I mean? Watch this. Where that? Watch this. Where that? All right. We're going to show these parallels and cross comparisons using scripture to show that, yo, we can clear these things up. All right, so watch this. So now we're going to go to the first book of the First Lords, chapter 4, verse 16. Let me get that. Chapter 4, verse 16. Quick fast. Chapter 4, verse 13, where we at? Boom. Damn, how did my head hit the mic like that? Chapter 4, verse 14. All right, so check it, right? Chapter 4, verse 14. Look what it states. Oh, hold up. Chapter 4, verse 16. Let's start from there. Right here. Look at this. Look what it states here. So the Lord and his angel host departed away from the earth, and the clouds came over the face of the earth, and the moon did not shine, and the sun was only like a red coal of fire, and the stars shone in the firmament during the day as well as night. So right here it's describing an atmospheric condition where the moon is barely getting the sunlight. The sun is resembling a red coal of fire. That's like sun at sunrise and sun eve. But that's how it is throughout the whole day. It went through an atmospheric change. So in Revelations, it's going through the same change. Now let me get another verse to show how these changes come about. So we got a blue sky today. Them niggas may have had a red sky in their day. You see what I'm saying? Different atmospheric conditions. You know, we living on this earth thinking this earth is just the way it is the whole time. Nah, boy, you know how many changes this joint done went through? Judge and not play no games in the blood clot. Again, right here, another verse, quick, fast. And Jehovah caused a veil over the face of the sun, and it did not shine brightly for many years. See that? Said Jehovah what? Cast a veil over the face of the sun. What was Revelation saying here? Huh? And the sun became black like sackcloth of hair. That's that veil right here that the OAHSPE talk about Jehovah put over the earth. Right here. What? And Jehovah cast a veil over the face of the sun, and it did not shine brightly for many years. Now in Revelation, if the sun became black as sackcloth, it ain't going to be shining bright for many years. Huh? Let's scoot up some. Right here. Well, that's speaking more of the conditions of mortals. But I'll still read it though. It says what? Then darkness came upon the races of men. What is stated here? And the sun became black as sackcloth of hair. If that should happen, what's going to happen? Darkness is going to cover the face of the earth, right? So again, and darkness came upon the races of men. Millions of them returned to a state of what? Savagery. And angels of darkness came upon the earth, taking upon themselves the semblance of corporeal forms, and dwelling with mortals, engaging in practices about which is unlawful to write or speak. So you already know what's going on there. And these are angels that left a higher state, coming down in the semblance of mortals, interfering with mortals. Be mindful of who you entertain. So it says that, so that at the termination of 3,000 years, the land of the earth were covered in darkness. It says what? This ain't symbolic. This is real. The lands of the earth were covered in darkness. And what? Jehovah cast a veil over the face of the sun, and it did not shine brightly for many years. What did Revelation say right here? And the sun became black as sackcloth. And what happened? And the moon became as blood. Huh? It ain't that the moon became blood. It's traveling through an atmospheric density. Blood is red. Blood is what on the pH scale? See that? We're dealing with science. We're not dealing with spookism. We're dealing with science. Look at that. The electromagnetic spectrum. It said the moon. The moon would be what? And the moon became as blood. Huh? What it states here? So that the Lord and his angel host departed away from the earth, and clouds came over the face of the earth, and the moon did not shine, and the sun was only like a red coal of fire. This is the equivalent of what's going on in Revelations. Huh? And the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. And Jehovah caused a veil over the face of the sun, and did not shine brightly for many years. And clouds came over the face of the earth, and the moon did not shine, and the sun was only like a red coal of fire. Let's see what a red coal of fire is, because it's giving us context. This is what the sun was looking like, a red coal of fire. What does a red coal of fire look like? Come on. Oh, hold up. I'm still on. All right. Hold up, man, nigga. You're gonna get this. This is what the OAHSPE said. The sun, look, I put a red coal of fire. This is it. The sun, what did it say? This is a red coal of fire. Huh? What did the OAHSPE say? And the sun was only like a red coal of fire. And the stars shine basically in the firmament during the day as well in the night. So an example of this, they go to red coal of fire, but another example of that would be this. This is how the earth was throughout the whole evening and day. So just imagine, this is evening. Let me put in sunset. Hold up. Same thing really, but we put in sunset, right? Well, no. I got something better. Twilight. Yeah, twilight. Twilight, right? Hours. Oh, no, he's going into movies and shit. Hold up. Twilight sky. Right? All right, so this is twilight right here. Boom. Perfect example. Perfect example. So just imagine this is how a whole day was. What did the OAHSPE say? See, we bring in context. What did the OAHSPE say? And the sun was only like a red coal of fire. There go your red coal of fire. Huh? And the stars shined in the firmament during the day, like twilight. You can still see the stars as well as night. So when the Creator said Ajah, the sun was like a red coal of fire. Now, another sign of the sun like a red coal of fire is sunrise. Look at sunrise. Watch this. Look at sunrise. The sunrise. You see that? You see how the sun look like a red coal of fire at sunrise and at sunset. But when we get the sun at high noon, look how it looks. Look how it looks. It's brilliant, right? See, it's a brilliant star. But it don't look like that during sunrise. It looks like a red coal of fire, just like this. So the OAHSPE is letting you know that the Earth goes through different atmospheric densities that produces these conditions in the firmament. So coming back to Revelations again. So right here, the OAHSPE is letting you know. Let me read that verse one more time. So the Lord and his angel host departed away from the earth, and clouds came over the face of the earth, and the moon did not shine, and the sun was only like a red coal of fire, and the stars shine in the firmament during the day as well as the night. Right? Another example. Jehovah cast a veil over the face of the sun, and it did not shine brightly. Veil. All right, this didn't take me. All right. So, coming back to Revelations, I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. So you're seeing you're seeing something that is not normal. So if you see what this verse just said in the sky, you're going to be panic-stricken on some shit looking like this type of shit. You're going to be tripping. But look what it states next. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casts her untimely figs when it shakes of a mighty wind. Now, let me clear that up, because I done heard foolish Israelites talking about some, those are stars, your entertainment stars, they're falling. These niggas be making up the most weirdest things. But let me make that make sense, because it's talking about stars falling from the earth. Now, let me explain Aja again. Like I said, Revelation is describing a cosmological event which brings changes to the earth. But we ain't been taught that. But we have now. Watch this. Let me see this. Where we at with it? Oh, all right, watch. Aja, the fall of Aja. Let me get the fall of Aja. Now watch this, right? Let me show you how only niggas like us can make this shit make sense. You dig? 253. Let's go to 253 in the OAHSPE in big blue. We're going to 253 in big blue. All right, 253, 16. What we dealing with? Oh, yeah, it's over, nigga. It's over. Watch this. So we're going to go to the Book of Divinity. Book of Divinity, chapter 13, 16. Book of Divinity, chapter 13, 16. Watch this. Watch this. Book of Divinity, chapter 13, 16. Let's move to Revelations. Book of Divinity, bang. 16, 13. Divinity, chapter 16. Let's get it. 13. Watch this. Watch this, son. Watch this, son. Hold up, let me make sure. 16. 13, 16. Where I'm at? I'm backwards. 13, 16. Watch this. Watch this, right? 13, 16, right? But before I read it, let me come back to Revelations. Revelation chapter 6, verse 13. Ooh, that's crazy. Hold up. That's crazy. The numbers almost match. All right, Revelation chapter 6, verse 13, it states, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. So they're giving you context. It's not, I heard Zabat from HOI talking about, oh, these are like, the celebrity stars, they fall from their highest state. These niggas be making up shit. No, it's not talking about that. It's talking about actual debris falling from the heavens, like meteorites, hitting this motherfucker. And it's giving you context. Even as a fig tree casts her untimely figs. Just like you got an apple tree, it ain't ready to bear yet. You shake the tree strong and they start falling. That's what they telling you what's going on here on the earth. So now let's make sense of this from the OAHSPE. Watch this. In the OAHSPE, in the Book of Divinity, chapter 13, verse 16, look what it states. And 11 days after that, behold, what happened? Ajah began to fall on heaven and earth. The belt of the meteorites gave up its stone, and showers of them rained down on the earth. And the sun became like a red ball of fire. You see what's going on here? Nigga, we decoding Revelation. This is a cosmological event that Revelations is really talking about. Right here. This verse right here in Revelations, and the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. The parallel to that is Ajah began to fall on heaven and earth. The belt of what? Meteors gave up its stones, and showers of them rained down on the earth. And the sun became like a red ball of fire. See that? See that? That's what's going on here. That's what's going on. This is an astrological heavenly event taking place that's going to affect the earth. So these are basically meteorites falling. What they're talking about here is this. See, we bring clarity and understanding. We just don't make up shit talking about these are celebrities from the stars falling, all that crazy shit. No, nigga. These are meteorites that they're talking about. Oh, that's dope how that shit came across the screen like that. These are meteorites. See that? This is what's going on right here. That's what they're talking about in Revelations. That's what they're talking about in the OAHSPE, what we just read. Go back to Revelations. And the stars of heaven fell into the earth. This is what they're talking about right here. Hold up. Bring that shit over. Mom, that's what they're talking about. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth. This is what they're talking about. The OAHSPE clears it up. It clears it up. Ajah began to fall on the earth, on the heavens and earth. Look what it states. The belt of meteorites gave up its stones and showered them and rained down on the earth. Nigga, they talking about this. This is what Revelation is talking about. A meteorite shower showering down on the earth, coming from the star range. Or they're describing it coming from stars, from the star region. But really, they're just talking about the meteorite. Or if you want to get technical, it could be talking about the condensing and lowering of the meteorite belt. Right here. This is what they're talking about, nigga. See that? The meteorite belt. See the earth? See the belt? See the earth right there? See the meteorite belt? If this belt condenses and drops from its level, it'll fall as meteorites as you see here. OAHSPE talks about how the meteorite belt, where that shit at? The meteorite belt, this belt could condense and drop, just like the clouds can be at a high altitude and the clouds could drop kind of close. You ever seen the clouds high up in the sky, but then in the city you can see the clouds like they touch the tops of the buildings? It's an ascent and a descent through condensation. So when these meteorite belts condense heavier, they drop to lower altitudes, and this what happens. Meteorites begin to fall. They're gonna goddamn proof of meteorites. Right goddamn there. So Revelations is talking about the fall of goddamn meteorites. That's it. And the OAHSPE is clearing it up. The belt of meteorites gave up its stones, and showers of them rained down on the earth. And what? And the sun became like a red ball of fire. Didn't we just read that over here? Didn't Jehovah say? And Jehovah cast a veil over the face of the sun, and it did not shine brightly. What veil you think he was casting? Nigga, he was throwing meteorites, huh? Condensing the atmosphere, huh? What does it say here? So the Lord and his angels departed from the earth, and what? And what? And clouds came over the face of the earth, and the moon did not shine, and the sun was what? Here go another verse. And the sun was like a red coal of fire. Huh? What did the OAHSPE say? And the sun became like a red coal of fire. What did the OAHSPE say? And the sun was only like a red coal of fire. What did Revelation say? And the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. So in the OAHSPE and in the Bible, they're letting you know that this is an astronomical event. This is a cosmological event. This is something that's going on in the cosmos, something that doesn't happen normally. And what's going to happen? It's going to have niggas bugging out, panic stricken. So what happened? Look what it states next. And the heavens departed as a scroll when it is rolled up. So when this motherfucking big boy right here came through, guess what? The atmosphere is riding the back. It's rolling up. As the spaceship is coming through, the atmosphere is piercing. That's why they describe it like a scroll rolling up. It's piercing the sky. It's piercing the vortex, right? And the heavens departed as a scroll when it is rolled up together. So this is what's going on. And every mountain and island were moved out of their place. If meteorites start to fall like this, guess what? Things is going to be moved around. Earthquakes be shifting shit. So in Revelation, they're letting you know that this event is going to take place and it's going to disrupt the geography, the geography of the land, the atmosphere, everything about it be fucked up. Fallen meteorites, the sun turning into like moon, the sun turning into a red coal of fire, the moon turning into blood, which is red. So if we see this, we're gonna bug out. Now coming back to the OAHSPE, right? I'm about to touch home. Coming back to the OAHSPE, what happened when this happened? It says what? Again, the self-gods and self-lords fled and left their well-supplied kingdoms desolate, and down to the earth they rushed in thousands. So the angels got the hell on. Once the angels started seeing all this shit, they started seeing meteorites, they seeing goddamn Independence Day ships plowing. Them niggas got the hell on. They fled and went down to the earth by what? The millions. They came down to the earth by the millions, right? One more time. The self-gods and self-lords fled and left their well-supplied kingdoms desolate, and down to the earth they rushed in thousands with their millions, with their hosts and millions to hide. Right there. That's the key. These niggas thinking they about to hide from these Ethereans. These niggas went to go hide so they could be safely. That's like you leaving your mansion, your Ferraris, your Bentleys, your Rolls Royces, you running down the street with your legs to get away from this shit right here. Imagine Rick Ross leaving the goddamn promised land, nigga running on feet, belly flapping, trying to escape this goddamn craft, leaving everything behind. Now let's go to Revelations. Look what the next verse saying in Revelations. Look, what did it say? And the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondwoman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. Niggas got the fuck on. Once niggas seen this, niggas broke north. I don't give a prisoners, COs, police officers, marshals, the nigga who working at Popeyes and McDonald's, all them niggas is running across that bridge together, trying to get away from this goddamn shit. So Revelation is saying the kings of the earth, the great men, the rich men, we got a lot of rich rappers. Look how many rich rappers we got. That includes them niggas. The chiefs and captains, those are your goddamn niggas in office, your government. Captains and generals, surgeon generals, and the mighty men, and every bond man and every free. They talking about slaves and free motherfuckers. All these niggas getting the hell on. It says what? They hid themselves. Right there. Let's highlight that. They hid themselves. What did the OAHSPE say that the false gods do? To hide. Huh? To hide. The false gods is running and hiding. The kings of the earth, the rich men and all the mighty men, they're running and hiding. And what did they say? And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sit on this motherfucker right here. That's what they saying, nigga. That's what's going on in your Revelations. Revelations is an astronomical, a cosmological event with UFO activities. So just imagine you see this earthquake, you see falling meteorites, all that's going on simultaneously with this shit going on. OAHSPE letting us know hook, line, and sinker what the fuck going on. Niggas in the Bible still trying to scratch their head figuring out these apocalyptic events. And again, right here, this is the catcher. These are the false leaders, just like this is the false gods. Let's get it. Let's put them side by side, right? Let's get it. So right here. Right here, when it states right here. This right here is equivalent. Come on. Right here. That self-gods and self-lords fled and left their well-supplied kingdoms. That's equivalent to, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and their mighty men, and every bond and every free man, what? Hid themselves in the dens and rocks. What did these niggas do? They rushed down to the earth. They left their spots desolate. They came down to the earth. So just imagine, you got niggas already on the earth, rich men, chiefs, captains, mighty men. These niggas is hiding. Then you got the angels leaving they well-supplied kingdoms to go down to the earth in millions to hide too. Well, goddamn, ain't no hiding places in the heavens. You niggas got to come down to the earth and hide? Huh. So again, these false gods left their heavenly kingdoms to hide. In Revelations, the kings, when they seen the shit going on, they hid themselves too. And not only did they hid themselves, they praying for death. They said, yo, let these mountains fall on us. Fuck that. I don't even want to bear witness to what I just saw. I don't want to see it. I don't want to look up and see that again. The first sight of that was too much. If I look up and see that shit again, nigga, my heart gonna bust. That's what they saying. That's what they saying, nigga. Let the rocks and mountains fall upon us. Hide us from the face of him that sits on the throne, from the wrath of the Lamb. So whoever's sitting on this craft, somebody driving this motherfucker. In the OAHSPE, talks about how these niggas, females be piloting these big ass spaceships. Let's go back up to what the book said. Remember? Because the question was asked, well, when the ship came to the bridge and stopped to take in the plane of the whirling earth. So this is the ship coming in, looking at the whirling earth. But it's not that close yet, but it's higher out. And then look what it said. As high as the moon and bright as the sun, the illuminated ship stood. Bright as the sun, the illuminated ship stood. Now, just imagine your ass seeing all this shit going on. First, you seeing the ship that's illuminated like the sun. So just imagine your sun is a red coal of fire, black with sackcloth. Then you see another ship, but it's really, you see another sun. You're thinking it's a sun, but it's a ship. Because the OAHSPE explains it. Bright as the sun, the illuminated ship stood. So there you go, illuminated, standing right there. And then when it gets closer, gonna find out the shit looking like this. See that? You niggas is panic stricken. You heading across the bridge. Niggas running, if that's the Brooklyn Bridge, niggas is running across the Brooklyn Bridge like it's 9/11. That's what's going on, family. OAHSPE is letting you know that these things happen. This ain't no goddamn spookism over here. And he said, to the mountains and rocks, fall upon us and hide us from the face of him that sits on the throne and the wrath of the Lamb. You feel me? Yes, family. If you getting some understanding, give me a 1 in the chat, because we were going hard in the paint for a minute. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're getting this understanding, family. We make these things plain for a kid to understand. You dig? You dig? Bible. Run the rhythm. Low running. Niggas low running on that motherfucker. Niggas like this trying to hide from the motherfucker. Hey, the short leg is even running. Everybody running. And the crazy thing, that's supposed to be Jesus coming back. Uh-oh. after them ships come, niggas gonna be looking like this here. That's how niggas gonna be looking. That's how niggas gonna be looking right there. There's gonna be Sonetta right there, running. Because niggas thought this shit wasn't real. That's how all them comedic niggas gonna be looking right there. They're gonna be running like this. All them comedic niggas gonna be looking just like this when they realize that shit like this is real. Niggas gonna be looking like this here, running. Niggas gonna be doing the running man. See that? The rich man, remember it said the rich man, the great man, the free man, the bond man, all you niggas, the goddamn gays, all you niggas is gonna be running for their life, trying to escape. That's how niggas gonna be, just like that. Niggas gonna be running from their 9 to 5s, their corporate jobs looking just like that. That's how Billy's gonna be looking. Hey, Billy. Hey, Billy. That's how Billy, when Billy see this, when Billy see that, that's how Billy's gonna be running out of office. Just like that. That's how Billy, even see the kids, they're gonna be in school. When the kids look out the window and see that, the kids ain't even gonna pay attention to the teachers or nothing. They out of there. Oh, hell no. See that? That's how, look. Remember what it said, right? Falling stars. When them falling stars hit the earth, what you think they're gonna do? They're gonna explode. The OAHSPE said, what? Falling meteorites. This was going on. So you got falling meteorites, and then you got this coming out. Niggas are gonna be dying on sight. Heart attacks. If you ain't got a good heart, nigga, you might as well just forget about it. That's how niggas gonna be looking. Petrified. Yes, family. That's how niggas gonna be looking. I'm not running. You know what? I'm gonna run just to get a better view, and I'm gonna run it and turn around and be like, boom. Yes, family. Yo, y'all niggas is crazy. This nigga said Azari Yakin Shaka holding hands running hella fast. Them niggas gonna be united that day. That's crazy. Are you silly? That's crazy. Niggas gonna be goddamn doing the running man. Joe and Jill Biden. Hell yeah, all them niggas, yo. It's gonna be madness. It's gonna be madness that day. Niggas gonna be goddamn running crazy. Let's see how more foolish they're gonna be running. Even the animals gonna be getting on. Boom, everybody, that's them. That's them. This is America. That's how America gonna be looking that day. That's them. See how they go running? That's how they're gonna be running across. See that bridge right there? See, that's the Brooklyn Bridge. This is how they're gonna be running across the bridge, yo. They're gonna be running across that bridge just like that. Look at that. Look how they running. Yeah, yo. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But although nigga making jokes, this shit real though. Because if that shit was to really happen, that shit would be a dreadful day for everybody. Because that's not something we accustomed seeing. So I don't care if we fuck creator or not, to see something like that, nigga, we gonna be just as fearful. We may hold our composure a little better, but we just gonna be just as shook. We gonna be just as, if a loud ass police a thunderclap, nigga, your ass will shake up. You ever got them real loud thunderclaps and that shit shook your ass up? And that's a thunderclap, let alone falling meteorites hitting this motherfucker. You already know, especially when I'm Nazi. Like, yo, it's niggas. Niggas up there. crazy. That whole presentation was just based off of one question: do Etherean ships look like suns? And then from that we got all this. One question, nigga, get a whole fucking novel. Is it no more paying rent? No, no. Yeah, you ain't got to pay rent. You ain't got to pay rent. You may be homeless, but you ain't got to pay rent. The homeless society out here growing. When you go downtown, these niggas looking like Skid Street damn near. Hell no, y'all follow. That's facts. I could agree with you on that. That's some shit you don't want to witness right there, yo. I mean, just when sometimes when you got a bad thunderstorm coming through and the way the clouds be looking damn near gray, darkish, and when that lightning start kicking up before the rain start to fall, that thunder and lightning before the rain start to fall, nigga, that's the most horrendous part of the storm right there. Once the rain starts, it kind of simmers down, but right before the rain start to fall and that thunder and the lightning kick up with them gray clouds, nigga, I know you niggas had lightning hit so hard that shit made you jump. Like, oh shit, like, bow. I remember I was working at this job one time, me and my man was outside, we was working, and the thunder hit like right above it. That shit was like, bow. Me and this nigga jumped. Oh shit. We damn near ran back in the fucking warehouse. The shit caught us off guard so much that it threw our instincts off. It was like, oh shit, like, it was like, just run, nigga. No time to think, run. That was the fucking feeling, and that was just a goddamn thunderclap. We talking about falling meteorites. We talking about the sun turning into sackcloth, shining like the red coal of fire. The whole day looking like the sun, it's looking like twilight. Yes, niggas gonna be wildin'. That's why Creator don't show us too much strange shit, because he know we can only handle so much as terrestrial beings. See what I'm saying? You put a big ass spaceship the size of the sun or bigger than the sun right at the sun at high noon, and we looking for that shit. Or if it's high noon, a damn ship come and cover the sun and it blacks out sunlight and it's dark. All we see is the bottom of a fucking chair. We see a city at us. You know how the city lights look? We looking at a city upside down. A whole city that came and blocked out the sun. Shit real, yo. Even the OAHSPE talk about these spaceships that they traveling as like worlds. These niggas got gardens and all that on the fucking ship. These ships are described as worlds. I was like, damn, who's to say we ain't on the goddamn ship? But no, it makes it clear the OAHSPE is not going to leave us to think that the Earth is a ship in the sense of a traveling ship like a car. The Earth is an inhabited celestial body, but the OAHSPE describes UFO spaceships that are described as illuminated like suns, illuminated like worlds. Mm-hmm. This shit deep, my brothers and sisters. Let's run some music, yes? Nigga said Darth Vader pull up. The nigga astro projected for 5 seconds yet. Nigga, Black Spirit was in the building, flesh still outside. That shit was wild. Oh, Cosmo, you missing out, boy, nigga. We up in this motherfucker peeking, boy. We up in this motherfucker. You don't have to come back and catch the backwatch on this one peeking today. And all this conversation stemmed from that one question Prince asked. Do the Etherean ships look like stars or sun? And look how much information we gave you on the topic. That and some. That and some. Let's see if we can get some more description of these ships. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. We're going to describe another starship. Watch this. 93, verse 7. Big Blue, page 93. Big Blue, page 93. Nigga, we get it in over here. I ain't your ordinary. 93. Where we at with it? Where we at with it? All right, let's go to the book of Su. Let's go to the book of Su, chapter 7, real quick. Book of Su, chapter 7, real quickie. Book of Su. We're still in the book of Su. This is the book of Su still here, right? Yep. Look at that. Book of Su, same chapter. Same book, just chapter 7. Hold up, chapter 7. Same book, chapter 7. All right, so watch this. Watch this. Let me read up a verse. This is in the OAHSPE, book of Su, chapter 7, verse 1. It states, in the 50th year of Su, because these Ethereans, they only stay for a short period of time, less than 10 years. Out of 3,000 years, they only come less than 10 years. In the 5th year of Su, he dispatched swift messengers to up Nitiva in Etheria. So they got different names for different places in Etheria. Some of these names be hard to pronounce, but you get the goddamn idea. That's like the nigga saying, I'm going to Tennessee, nigga, in Georgia. That's what they saying. So you got to read this shit in context so you'll understand what's going on, and don't let the word throw you off. Understand what the fuck going on in the scenario and the context, and then you're better off. So in the 5th year of Su, he dispatched swift messengers to Upna Tivap in Etheria, saying, thus says Su, God of 2 Etherean worlds, behold, I am sojourning on the earth, and with the God of heaven and his lords have prepared 1 billion brides and bridegrooms for Jehovah's Etherean harvest. You remember what I told you our purpose of life is? To inherit the Etherean worlds. So what Su was saying, he's like, yo, there's 1 billion brides and bridegrooms. What does that mean? Brides and bridegrooms, meaning these are graduates. These are your ancestors. These are the spirits of the dead who have died, went through the labors and struggles through the atmospheric levels, and they're ready to graduate now. It's like school. These are graduated students. Brides and bridegrooms just means graduated students. These niggas about to graduate and go to college. College, Etheria is the college. So I'm keeping it in context so you'll understand, so you don't get lost. Behold, I am sojourning on the earth, and with God of heaven and his lords have prepared 1 billion brides and bridegrooms for Jehovah's Etherean harvest. Greeting to Nesta of Ho and Tuin, goddess. See that? Goddess. Y'all, Bible don't talk about the woman like this. The woman's supposed to be silent in the church. You got to shut up. Get backhand. Niggas out here backhanding women and shit because they talking back to them. Over here in the OAHSPE, these females is riding these big Etherean ships, chief goddesses. So this is a goddess, Nesta. Greetings to Nesta of Ho and Tuin, goddess in the name of Yahuwah, Jehovah. Send an Eravanga. Eravanga is a spaceship. So basically, niggas send a spaceship and complete the resurrection of the father's brides and bridegrooms. That's the scouters from the colleges saying, all right, go to the high school and go ahead and get the graduates that's coming to this college. That's what the fuck he's saying. I'm going to make it plain for you to understand. I'm going to give it to you with niggadom. Niggadom talk. Here's the catcher. So it came to pass in Etheria that the goddess Nesta provided an Eravanga, a spaceship, an Etherean ship, resolving to come as commander-in-chief. This is a female in the OAHSPE, a goddess, coming as a commander-in-chief. Nigga, a commander-in-chief is a president. The president is called commander-in-chief. You see the respect the woman gets in here? Women got more goddamn clout in the OAHSPE than the men do. For those who know the book. For those who read the OAHSPE from beginning to end, the highest clout or the highest ranks that the OAHSPE prescribes is to a woman. When you read read the book of Eighth Son of Jehovah about the sickening of the continent of Pan. Who had the highest rank? It was a goddess. See that? Nigga, your Bible tell you to shut the fuck up in the church. Paul telling you to shut up. Paul got you niggas silent. Nesta provided an Eravanga, a spaceship, an Etherean ship, resolving to come as commander-in-chief. Su advised God, saying, make of this matter a great testimony in your heavens. Send therefore your messengers. Messengers, remember, messenger means angel, angel means messenger. Man, come on, y'all niggas so goddamn behind. Therefore your messengers, malach, into all parts, and to your lords Adonai on the earth, inviting all people to present all people to be present to witness the ascent of the brides and bridegroom. It's like, all right, come, it's graduation day. Tell your mama, tell your papa, tell your kids, come on in the auditorium and watch your grandkid or your child walk through the aisle and get his graduation. Nigga, that's what's going on. Now, here's the verse what I come for, because we're talking about spaceships described as stars. Right here, look what it states right here. Look what it states. God did as commanded, and on the day of the appearance, Nesta, daughter of Jehovah, in her what? Sonship in the firmament. Huh? Look what the shit say. The OAHSPE's letting you know they got ships that resemble suns. And look who's piloting this motherfucker. Excuse my goddamn French, but it's the daughter of Jehovah, nigga. A nigga ain't running this one. It's a female running the show. Huh? You want to talk about female empowerment, nigga, it don't get no better than this. This motherfucker coming pulling up in a Sonship. This nigga pulling up in a Bentley Sonship, nigga. A Sonship. Now, let's come back to the double. Let's come back. Look, what we got. That's the sun. But there go another sun. What did the OAHSPE say? The goddamn Sonship. Where the fuck you think this sun came from? Just pop out the goddamn blue? We have a system in order to creation. We have a system in order to the swirling galaxies. Do I still got that up? I think I ain't got that up. But the swirling vortices. But what is this though? There go the sun, there go another sun. What did the OAHSPE say? The Sonship. Just imagine you see that, you thinking that's the sun, you thinking that's Nibiru, not knowing Nibiru is a motherfucking shit being piloted by a goddess, nigga. Look at that. Two suns. Just imagine you wake up and you see this shit. This is the real sun, because you can tell by this illumination. But look at this motherfucker right here. What did the OAHSPE say? Sonship. What did the OAHSPE say? God did as commanded, and on the day of the appearance of Nesta, daughter of Jehovah, in her sonship in the firmament. What you see going on here, kings and queens? You see the sun in the firmament, but then you see another sun in the firmament. Where he come from? Peekaboo, here I am. Where this nigga come from? This nigga just came out the dark blue sky to nowhere. Huh? Look at the Chinese writing, the Japanese Chinese writing. They showing you, look. You know, America don't like to show shit like this, but some of these other countries is honest enough to just like, yo, nigga, that's what it is. We ain't gonna hide this shit. We trying to figure it out too. Collectively, we can figure this shit out. But America gonna try to keep it a secret. Or we don't want the people to know they made it. Like, nigga, you can't dictate for us. Look, we telling you what the fuck it is, nigga. You got government motherfuckers in high places, high goddamn Area 51 motherfuckers. And we over here, typical Joes, explaining some shit that they probably spending billions research trying to figure out. And we over here reading this shit from a book written in the 18th century. Come on, man. So here's a picture of two suns. What did the OAHSPE say? The appearance. This is why you got to read this goddamn book, yo. This shit is endless information when you get in the depths of this shit. The appearance of Nesta, daughter of Jehovah, in her sonship in the firmament. So there she go right there. She pulling up like, bam, nigga. She pulling up on the sun. Boom, nigga, here I am. The sonship. Boom. Boom. There go a nigga walking. And he's seeing this shit. Which one is it? Is that the moon? Is that the sun? Is that Nibiru? Nah, nigga. You know who it is? It's the appearance of Nesta, daughter of Jehovah, in her sonship, cruising in the firmament. But look at that. Look how sweet that shit say right here. Daughter of Jehovah. Look how sweet that. Show me that in the goddamn Bible, nigga. Show me daughter of Jehovah in the Bible. Show me some shit termed and worded like that. The OAHSPE says we are the sons and daughters of the Creator. So everybody is described as, every man is described as the son of Jehovah. Every female is described as the daughter of Jehovah from Creator. Creator don't see shit like how we see it. Your false God departmentalized you niggas. Got you thinking that you the chosen and every other nation is cursed. That's the foolishness of the false gods. And we can expose that whenever it's time to come. But we showing you, see, real shit here. The daughter of Jehovah, doing a good deed, coming up in the sonship, rolling up in this joint. Look at that. on, man. Come on, man. Look at this. Some people saying it's fake, real. Regardless, real or fake or real, we're being told that they are sonships. Right there, sonships. See that? Yeah, yo, this shit run deep, yo. And look what it states. Great was the rejoicing and the manifestation of delight when what? The sonship came into what? Full view. We stop right there. When the sonship came into full view. When the sonship came into full view. You see how that worked? When the sonship came into full view. When the sonship came into full view. We seeing this shit in full view. Even the ship is a goddamn globe, nigga. These niggas ain't coming no flat disc flying saucer. Even a ship is globular. Still following Vortexian principle rules. When the sonship came into full view, look what it stated. Descending like a world on fire. What do you see right here, family? What do you see? Descending like a world on fire. So if you ever see these abnormal events in your sky, understand the OAHSPE is giving you insight of what the fuck going on in the cosmos. You have celestial beings, advanced celestial beings traveling the cosmos in these type of things. What did the verse say again? Descending like a world on fire. Now let's read that from here. Great was the rejoicing and manifestation of delight when the sonship came into full view, descending like a world on fire. Now, if we see descending like a world on fire, wait there. Descending like a world on fire? What that look like? Descending like a world on fire? How would we take that if we see some shit like that? Descending like a world on fire. Like falling meteorites, Descending like, just imagine if these were the ships descending down 50,000 miles a day closer to the earth before it halts and start looking like this shit right here. Bam! Then now you seeing the goddamn metallicness of the ship. Now you running and panicking, running across goddamn tiptoeing through the tulips as fast as you can, trying to cross that Brooklyn Bridge to get out of there. Because that's what started out looking like this. By the time it got closer, it was looking like this. And when it was looking like this, you niggas started doing this shit right here. Niggas doing a running man. Niggas doing the lot. The Lot's wife. That's Lot's wife right there looking back, trying to get a glimpse of this shit. See that? That's what's going on, fam. Niggas getting the hell on. They getting the hell on when they see that. That's what they doing right there. First, they see the star, like, all right, that's cool. See the nigga standing right there. He chill. He like, all right. Oh, look, that's nice. It's a star. Then when that shit start doing this right here, bam, it start descending. Like, yo, what the fuck? This shit like it's about to hit the earth. Fuck going on? And then when that shit start getting closer and start looking like this, niggas like, yo, let's get the fuck up out of here, yo. And they start doing this. They out. They doing a running man. That's how niggas gonna be fleeing about the goddamn Brooklyn Bridge trying to escape this, saying, let the mountains fall on us and hide us from he who sits on the throne, he who drives that big-ass spaceship. That's supposed to be Jesus. Jeebus supposed to be driving that. That's Revelations we reading, right? It's Revelations. So we read in Revelations the cosmological signs and event that's going to transpire, falling meteorites, the moon turning into a blood, the sun turning into sack. That's going to have niggas bugged out. So all this is going on. This is chapter 6 in Revelation. We ain't even get to the coming of the Messiah yet, because the coming of the Messiah is chapter 19. This is the coming of the Messiah right here, chapter 19. So we went from chapter 6, now we screwed up to 19. Just imagine what's going on between chapter 6 to 19 and the conditions of the people by the time we get to chapter 19. So chapter 19 comes. Look what it states. Let's calm down. Let's go when this nigga appears. Right here. And to her was granted that she, no, let me come down. Where that? There you go. Right here. Look. What it say? The coming. It don't say the coming of Yahshua. It don't say the coming of the Yahshua HaMashiach. That should say the coming of Christ. Y'all niggas think Christ is Yahshua. You niggas is in for a rude awakening. But this is where the Messiah comes. This is where Christ's supposed to come. I saw heaven open and beheld a white horse. And he that sat upon it was called faithful and true. And in righteousness he does judge and make war. We already know that the Creator don't go to war. If you ever read the OAHSPE and read the book of wars against Jehovah and see how true God moved through that time period and see how he don't even engage in war, why would this nigga come talking about he about to go to war when the OAHSPE gives you a whole scenario on how true God and the followers of the Creator advert war? They are against war. But here in Revelations, you got a nigga about to go to battle. But he's coming in like this. He coming in like this. That's how he rolling up. What it say in Revelations? And I saw heaven open. Heaven is the sky. And beheld a white horse. They say that's a chariot, the Israelites. This ain't a white horse. It could say this is the white horse. It's just describing a chariot. Right? And he that sat upon him was called faithful and true. And in righteousness he does judge and make war. This nigga about to go to war. Look at that. This nigga about to go to battle. Huh? This is supposed to be the second coming. Look what it say. The coming of Christ. The coming of Christ gonna be like this. That's why niggas talking about letting the rocks fall on them, letting mountains fall on them, and hide us from he who sits on the throne. Who is he who sits on the throne? God damn it, it's Christ right there. Chapter 6 is verifying this. Because when we go back to chapter 6, let's get it. Hold up. Precept upon precept here, little there, little, right? You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake. So watch this, right? Let's go back to Revelations. Let's go back to chapter 6 of Revelations. It was just that. Revelations chapter 6. What we were just reading. Right here, right? We just read how what? The stars from heaven fell and all that. We read that was the meteorites. Then talking about the heavens departed as a scroll, and the mountains and everything moved. And then look, this is what we was getting at right here. Look what it states. And the kings of the earth, the rich man, the great man, the captains of all them, free slaves, hid themselves in the dens and rocks. And what it states here? What it states? And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. Revelations 19 is confirming who that is. I saw heaven open and beheld a white horse, and he that sat upon it was called faithful and true. And in righteousness he does judge and make war. This is talking about the coming of Christ, verified in Revelation chapter 6, verse 16. Who the hell you think is from the face of him that sits on the throne? Who you think they talking about? They talking about the coming of Christ. And the coming of Christ is going to be looking like this. Like this. And events like this is going to be transpiring. Falling meteorites. And UFOs appearing in the sky. Double suns appearing. Oh, niggas going to go crazy. This what's going on, y'all. So the nigga on this UFO claim to have what? Red eyes. So whoever driving this ship right here, his eyes was a flame of fire, and on his head was many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. Because whoever pulling up in this joker right here, and whoever driving it, no humans know who that is. But whoever driving it, he the only nigga who knows, and whoever else on one that ship knows. But us humans don't know. We assuming that this is Jesus Christ. Even in the goddamn context, it says that the coming of Christ, but at the same time, it'll let you know that no man knew but he himself. It says a name written that no man knew but he himself. We know, so this can't be the coming of Christ because we know Christ. But this is a name written that no man knew but he himself. And then later it is revealed that he was clothed with the vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of God. It didn't say Yahshua. Moses was, any prophet that came was the Word of God. Moses was the Word of God. Joshua became the Word of God after Moses. The prophets became the Word of God. Amos was the Word of God. Jeremiah was the Word of God. But to be clear, it could have just said, nigga, this is Jesus. This is Yahshua, and it wouldn't have been no confusion. So we can't even say that this is really and truly Yahshua, because it would have just said it. His name shall be called Emmanuel. Nigga, they said it. The Word of God ain't no goddamn name. What kind of, if somebody told you, yeah, man, the Word of God guy gonna come, you go, man, come on, I need more detail than that. He was clothed in the vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of God. Vesture dipped in blood. Now, what's interesting about that dipped in blood is when we go, let's go to the OAHSPE real quick. Let's deal with Luamong for a second. Because they talking about dipped in blood. Let's go to, damn, where that's at? Let me catch it real quick. Let me come back to Revelation. He that sits on the throne, a vesture dipped in blood. These niggas like playing with blood. If you notice, the biblical God like to play with blood a lot. That nigga got a lot of blood on his hands. That's why there's probably so much bloodshed in the world, because uno God dealing with blood and blood clots. See that? Even how the yard is some blood clot. Low among got blood on them hand and them say blood clots. So let me find this. Watch this, how Lou among like to play with blood. Hold up. Where that verse at? We talking to Constantine. Watch this, right? Let's go to the book of Esdras, Big Blue. No, book of Esdras, chapter, what's that? 48:15. Let's go there. 48:15. Where we at with it? Book of Esdras. Watch this. Watch this playing with blood ass nigga. Watch this. What was that? 47. 48. 48 verse what? 15. Look at this playing with blood ass nigga. Now watch this. Now in the Bible, the face of him that sits on the throne, we talking about, that's supposed to be Jesus, but it's Christ over here. It's Christ, and he was dipped in a vesture, dipped in blood. So these niggas like to play with blood a lot. So let's just hold that right there. Let's come back to the OAHSPE. And look what it states. Let me get this verse. And Luamong showed Constantine and the soldiers in the air of heaven a true cross, which was written in letters of blood, Al Christ. Backdrop. In letters of blood, Christ. What Revelation say? What Revelation say? And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name was the Word of God. But who was this? The coming of Christ. Playing with that blood. What the OAHSPE say? And Luamong, the false Christ, appeared to Constantine, that's Hatius, and his soldiers in the air of heaven, a true cross. Who bear the cross? The Christians. Jesus hanging on the cross. The cross is a symbol of Christianity. But this false god Luamong, who falsely styled himself Christ, showed to Constantine in the air of heaven in 323 at Malivian Bridge, this is documented in history, a cross on which was written in letters of blood, Al Christ, the Christ. These niggas playing with blood again, in letters of blood. Look at that. Revelations. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. What you mean dipped in blood? Which one of you niggas is going to take a white garment and just dip it in some blood? The Levites maybe, because they playing with blood and goat heads and got to pour blood in buckets and all that. But look at that. So Revelation, they go a red flag, blood dealing with Christ Christ being the word of God, Lou among falsely assuming to be Christ, coming to Constantine showing letters of blood, al Christ. See that? Look what it states. And this cross you shall cause to be carried at the head of your army, and your edicts you shall call bulls, and they shall be written what? With lamb's blood. They go blood again. See, I'm showing you something. They shall be written with lamb's blood. Huh? Revelation say what? And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. I wonder where they get the blood from. I wonder where they get the blood from. They shall be written with lamb's blood in remembrance of sacrifice of the Jews or the Hebrews in Egypt, through which sacrifice the Father in heaven delivered them, for I am Lord of heaven and earth. Look at Lou among this false God proclaiming to be the God of Israel. Look at the confusion. So by the time you get revelations in the Bible, you thinking you're dealing with Yahshua, but you're dealing with this nigga who falsely styled himself Christ, and he playing with blood. They shall be written with lamb's blood. Huh? They shall be written with lamb's blood, and here, a true cross which was written in the letters of blood. In Revelation, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. Take notes what's going on, because Creator ain't playing with blood like that. Niggas talking about the blood of Jesus Christ and all this shit. Lou among got you niggas on that blood shit. You Christians following this false God got you goddamn drinking wine thinking you drinking the blood of Jesus. That's the false Christ. That ain't Yahshua. Yahshua ain't never told you niggas to drink blood. Ooh wee wee. So Jehovah's letting you know he don't deal with blood. Let me show you how he don't deal with blood. Let's go back up a chapter. Let's go back up. Let's go to 14. Let's go to 47. Let's go to 47. Let's go to 47:8. Watch this. 47:8. 47 chapter 47 verse 8. Watch this. 47, where it's at? Chapter 47 verse 8. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Huh? Let me show you something real quick, family. You think this a game? Now, why? This is the coming of Christ right here, right? This is the coming of Christ. This is Revelation chapter 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and I beheld the white horse, and he that sat upon it, him was called faithful and true, and righteousness right here. He does judge and make war. So right here, this is Christ talking about he going to war. He make war. But look what OAHSPE say. Look what Jehovah say. Look what Jehovah say. Jehovah said, this mark I put upon man from the time of Cain to the present day, that whoever raises his hand against his brother raises his hand against me also. And this mark shall distinguish my servants to the end of the world. Behold, I alone am all knowledge. This is Jehovah letting you know that, nigga, I ain't never told niggas to go out there and participate in warfare. So who is this guy right here talking about he about to come do battle and make war? Huh? Who is this guy? Because Jehovah just declared, this mark I put upon since the time of Cain, that whosoever raises his hand against his brother raises his hand against me also. So who is this guy who's about to go judge and make war? Matter of fact, let's hold on to this part. Make war. He ain't coming to defend and stop the war. He coming to make war. What happens in war? What are the conditions of war? What are the conditions of war? Well, let's feed them the conditions of war. Huh? What it say? What Revelation say first? He doth judge and make war. So he coming to make war. But what the OAHSPE say? Mortals slain in war shall be born in spirit into chaos on the battlefield. Stop right there. Mortals slain in war shall be born in spirit into chaos on the battlefield. So guess what? If your Christ is coming to make war, guess what he's producing on the battlefield? Mortals slain in war shall be born in spirit into chaos on the battlefield. And entering the spirit world in chaos. They shall not know that they are dead as to earth life, but shall still keep fighting right and left. Enemy shall take enemy in these heavens and cast them in places of torment, which they shall have built, and they shall not know peace. This is what your Lord, this is what your Christ is coming to do. He's coming to wreak havoc on earth by not stopping war, but making war. He's going to war with the nations of the earth, right? Where that verse? They're talking about the birds going to come eat the flesh of the kings. It's warfare. Huh? And look right here. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies, and gather them together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. They talking about this right here. That's what they talking about. So let's imagine this come park up in your backyard, and the U.S. government sees this shit. What you think they're gonna do? Just like in the movie Independence Day, they're gonna come in their little helicopters, their little play airplanes, and they're gonna get demolished and destroyed trying to fight against something like that. You don't even know what you up against. You remember that scene in what was that movie? Avatar. I think it was the first Avatar, when them niggas pulled up in a spaceship and them niggas was trying to shoot bow and arrows at them niggas. And he was like, man, you see this shit? Like, you gotta be kidding me. That's how them niggas on that motherfucking UFO looking at us. Like, yo, these niggas trying to come with their little helicopters and toy guns and airplane guns. You gotta be kidding me. That's what they saying on the ship. But this is supposed to be Jesus Christ coming back to make war. He coming to make mischief. He ain't coming to stop the war. He coming to make war. What the Revelation say? And I saw the beasts and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on a horse and against his army. Talking about this shit right here. But check this out though, right? You see that in Revelation, it's talking about the beast. Let's give them the beast and the OAHSPE. You know we surgical with this bitch, Jake. Let's hit him with the OAHSPE. Let's hit him with the OAHSPE. What happens in the sixth cycle? Let's go to it. What it states right here. What it states right here. What it states right here, family. What it say? And the beast. What did the Revelation say? I saw the beast. What did the OAHSPE say? Where we at? And the beast divided itself into 4 great heads and possessed the earth, and men fell down and worshipped them. What did Revelation say? And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. So the kings of the earth are going to make war, and the nigga coming in is coming to make war. Ain't none of these niggas trying to stop the shit. They coming to make war. See, look. Gather together to make war. What did I say? What did it say up here? What did it say up here? And he set upon him was, and he that sat upon it was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he does judge and make war. So Christ is coming to make war. Christ coming to make war. And the kings of the earth are coming to make war. But we just read to you the conditions of warfare. We just read to you the conditions of warfare. And mortals slain in war shall be born in spirit into chaos on the battlefield, entering the spirit world in chaos. They shall not know that they are dead as to earth life, but shall still keep fighting right and left. These are the spiritual conditions both parties are about to produce. Both parties are about to produce these spiritual conditions, because the kings of the earth are going to make war against him that sits on the throne, and him that sits on the throne is about to make war with the kings of the earth. Both parties are about to produce chaotic spirits, because people are about to be slain in war. But who is the beast? I saw the beast. Who is the beast? What did the OAHSPE say? And the beast divided itself into 4 heads. But who is the beast? Who is the beast? Look what it states. The names of the heads of the beast were Brahma, Buddhist, Christian, and Mohammedanism. And they divided the earth and apportioned it between themselves, choosing what? Soldiers and standing armies for the maintenance of their earthly aggrandizement. This is the beast. What did the Revelation say? What did the Revelation say? And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the earth. Now let's be realistic. I saw the beast, and it says, I saw the beast, and it says what? The kings of the earth. Who are the kings of the earth? America, China, India, Africa, Europe. These are the kings of the earth. What religion is America? Christianity. What religion is Western Europe? Christianity. What religion is Eastern Europe? Islam. What is dominant in the Middle East and India? Islam, Brahmanism, Buddhism, in China. These are the kings of the earth. The king of China, them niggas is Buddhist. That's their religious background. And they got an army. Huh? What did the OAHSPE say? The names of the heads of the beast were Brahmanism, that's India. Buddhist, that's China. Christianity, that's America and Western Europe. Mohammedanism, that's Eastern Europe and the Middle East. They tell you who the heads of the beast are. And they divided the earth and apportioned it between themselves, choosing soldiers and standing armies for the maintenance of their earthly aggrandizement. So when you come back to Revelations and you're trying to figure out who the beast is, nigga, it's those 4 heads, those 4 religious quarters. Huh? America is Christianity. When niggas go to war across seas, they praying to the Christian God. When Muslims go to war, they praying to Allah. What did the OAHSPE say? The names of the heads of the beast. Brahma, Buddhist, Christian, and Mohammedanism. They letting you know that these religious organizations are the beast. In your Bible, it's letting you know that the beast, these religious organizations, is supposed to be going to fight against the Christ. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? You see, when this shit pull up in your backyard, ain't none of you niggas gonna be able to stand. Your knees is gonna get so weak. You niggas is gonna be running on your ankles. Your ankles is gonna become your knees. You niggas gonna be looking like this on that day. Y'all gonna be looking just like this guy. Y'all gonna be getting the hell on. Boom. Boom, panic stricken, running. Getting the dog gonna be stuck on stupid, looking up. Fat guy, look. You see what I see? Look. That's how they're gonna be responding. Just like that, fam. Getting the hell on, viewing this. And it makes sense for them to run because he's coming to make war. Like Revelation said, they about to go to war. They about to go to war. See that? Give me a 1 in the chat if you're getting this understanding, family. We going in. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're getting this understanding. You know how we do. It's a blood clot vibes. little soul cartoon, yeah? Put on some Kitchener, some Sparrow, and some Marshall, and Bungee Garland, and things. They're like, salute to the Trinity family. You don't know. Goddamn right, niggas know what it is when it comes to your OAHSPE. Niggas ain't on these levels, King. You already know that. Ain't no nigga on the Bible speaking on these levels, breaking the concept down. You got the box talking about the fallen stars is falling, entertainers falling from their fun. I'm like, nigga, stop making up shit. The Bible ain't talking about no fallen entertainers. They talking about meteorites hitting this bitch. But when you follow with false doctrine, you're gonna go this way. You're gonna go this way because you don't have no truth. Your truth is a lie. We clean this bullshit up. It's a blood clot vibes. Run the rhythm. Are the champions. Creator gang is the champions. We are the champions. Run the rhythm. Select the Selah on the 1 and 2s. You just don't get biblical news, but you get Jews, 12 Jews. You know what I mean? We are the champions. We are the champions. Sing it with me. We are the champions. Creator gang is the champions. Creators of the freedom. Shut out. Champions. We are the champions. Creator gang is the champions. Creators of the freedom family. You already know what it is. Vibing out, yo. We just vibing out. This is the recreational time. When the Ethereans and Atmospherians intermingle and converse about Creator's creation. We are the champions. We are the champions. Creator gang is the champion. We are the champions. That may be the rhythm right there, yo. Niggas may have to write some 16s. I have to get my MCs to split some verses on that. Nigga, we the champions over here, nigga. Great undefeated. We are the champions. Go on. Of course, you know we hip-hop niggas, bro. You know how we do. You know how we do, King. We are the champions. We are the champions. Creator gang is the champions. Start dance. Nigga, create a dance with that bitch and all that, nigga. Don't get me started. Yeah, you know what I mean? We just dropping the wisdom and light of Creator. That's what we do around these parts, is create a gang. You know what I mean? So with that, family, I'm going to go ahead and chime out, salute out. Your boy Selah Shalom just wanted to come through and vibe out. You know how we do, straight off dome, straight download. We just flowing, a question come, and nigga, you get a novel of answers. And with that, your boy Selah Shalom is out of here. Salute to the righteous gods and goddesses, creator gang, creator undefeated.
Bittersweet Herbals. What it tastes is bitter, but the results are sweet. Bittersweetherbals.com. Bittersweet Herbals. What it tastes is bitter, but the results are sweet. Bittersweetherbals.com.